The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Well, let's go. 6:04. It's 50. It's going to be 70 out today. Another awesome day. We'll have Black Keys tickets coming up in Clash with Kenzie, which will be at 7:10, putting it back to its original time.
Yeah, buddy.
She's back in the studio.
I'm here.
Here she is.
I have my baby monitor set up.
Oh, boy, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's going to scare Case.
Don't worry, like there's somebody home with him. I'm not like, it's not like I have to leave when he wakes up, but you know, at this point I can text my husband and make sure I'm like, hey, guess who's awake?
Yeah, turn that off when Case comes in the studio because he's afraid of those things because they look like paranormal activity. The baby monitors, they look like that so creepy thing, the eyes and everything. So just be careful.
Case is scared of everything. He thinks everything's too spicy and he's scared of everything. I can't keep up.
Baby monitors, add it to the list.
Yep.
There you go. So also have Red Hot Chili Peppers tickets coming up at 9. Actually, it's a chance to go see them anywhere you want in the country. You pick the trip, you get the hotel, the VIP experience,
Where would
everything.
you pick?
I would pick Red Rocks to see if it still really exists. Because I don't believe Red Rocks exist. I think it's some kind of green screen people take pictures in front of to show I was here.
Why would all these people have a conspiracy, though?
I want to hear from one listener that's been the Red Rocks.
Oh, God. Now we're going to get 400 texts. I just got back, Brian.
Yeah, got to get your hands warmed up.
I saw it once.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See, you can't have seen it. You had to have been there for a show.
What do you mean you can't have just seen it? That proves it's real. You saw it.
I mean, seen a show there. I guess if you see it, you see it in person. I don't want anybody to send me a picture of this great concert. You know what I mean? I just don't believe it exists until I go there.
Didn't you watch the Bill Burr special at Red Rocks?
I don't believe it exists. I wasn't there. I still could be like green screen.
Where were those people sitting?
I don't know.
On the floor?
I don't know. I don't believe it's real. Everybody has these pictures up from Red Rock shows, and I want to know someone that's actually been there. You can always check in with us, 312-591-8300 all morning long. And so you were pumping your milk there in the parking garage there today.
It sure was. I had to pump it up. Pump it up.
Doesn't seem very romantic in our parking garage of doing that.
I'm going to tell you something. I have a big news hot take for you.
Oh.
It's never romantic to pump milk out of your boobs. It doesn't feel great.
Okay. I just
it makes an interesting, it's like a sound.
what's that sound again?
It's none of it's fun. I've never been like this. This is hot and romantic.
I don't know.
I've never felt that way.
Oh. I just thought maybe certain environments might be more conducive to it, and our parking garage doesn't sound like one that's good.
Well, later I'm going to have to do it in the studio, which is going to be even weirder.
Ooh.
So I have a burrito blanket.
What's that?
The blanket that looks like a burrito over here.
Oh.
Looks like a tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
So
you have to cover up?
I'll cover up and pump
In case
it
I
up.
have to get the cameras working again, I guess.
No.
We won't.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, we're just talking about how at 9 we'll have a chance to go see the Chili Peppers anywhere on their tour. And Kenzie said, well, where would you go? And I've always wanted to go to Red Rocks because I don't believe it actually exists. I see people with their great pictures, and a lot of our listeners have just sent in
Pictures.
Yeah, but to be fair, Double Features Mike sent in a picture on stage. He's like one of the best photoshoppers in the business. Sends us all the memes he makes from the show. I'm not doubting you. I mean, I guess I kind of am, actually.
You just are. You just completely doubted him.
I'm absolutely doubting you.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a great mountain with all these seats. And
It looks like a great mountain.
I don't
That's a
know.
quality mountain.
It's very nice. I just don't believe it exists. And so that's why I have to go. And then I can say, okay, it exists. I've seen it. I've touched it. I'm there. I get it.
Is that how you have to believe something? You have to touch it, you weirdo?
Yes. I like
You're
to touch things.
I also don't believe in Victoria's Secret bottles.
But Jason checked in. He says he's actually been there. Let's vet him and see if he can sell me on it. Jason, what's up, man? Ahoy.
Hey, ahoy, what's going on? I have definitely been there. It's a real place.
Okay, well, you can't just say that. I don't believe you right off the bat. But what did you see there?
Right. So I didn't actually see a concert there, but people do movie nights there.
Uh-huh.
And I went and saw The Fifth Element. Me and a buddy were in town working, and it was like the only thing they had going on there. So I'm like, yeah, it's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. Let's go. And it was awesome.
See, this is why there's already holes in the story. So he went to Red Rocks and saw a movie, not a band.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could watch movies there.
It was actually super cool. And what I was just saying, like, what people don't talk about the Red Rocks experience is the walk to get there. The parking lot is super far away, and the ramp to, like, get to the theater is this super long walk on the side of a mountain, and then you get to the theater, and it looks super cool, and you sit on these wooden benches for a couple hours, and that's Red Rocks.
So it's kind of like going to a Bears game.
Kind of, yeah.
So, okay, here's what I'm gathering. It's basically a workout to go, so you're never going to make it there, Brian.
It is a workout to get there, yes.
You're never going to make it.
Well, I'm never going to believe in it then.
Okay.
It's never going to exist. Oh, thanks for checking in. I appreciate you guys, trying to sell me on Red Rocks. There's nice pictures of it. I ain't buying it. I'm sure Pierce DeVale has played there. It's Brian and Kenzie, Q101, a fact that makes your brain go. Coming up here in a sec.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go here on tax day. And I don't know if everybody's still figuring it out. I used to always, on today, wait and have to put it at midnight, get it post-stamped.
Oh, my God. Can you re-say that sentence? So we used to do what?
I used to wait till the last minute to put my taxes in, to turn them in. And you have to go to the post office to get it, like, postmarked by midnight to show that you at least put it in the mail on tax day.
You just didn't. What do you mean?
So you have to go to the post office, and they'll stamp it saying it was mailed out on April 15th.
You used to mail your taxes?
Yeah, back when it was not digital. It wasn't digital always.
Oh, wow.
It was not. In fact,
I can't imagine you let me go. Oh, my God. These are going to be late because I don't have a stamp.
I don't think you can do digital for Illinois, the state. I think it still has to be mailed in. I have somebody doing mine now, so I don't know what they do now.
I don't think you have to mail it in because what if you use one of those, like, TurboTax? Like, what does that do?
I don't know.
That's all online.
Yeah, so you didn't mail anything in, right?
No, I mean, I have a tax person, too.
I think they mail it in. I'm not kidding. I think they mail in the Illinois because they don't do it digital.
Well, maybe they're just old-fashioned because they're tax people.
Illinois is.
I don't know.
Case, did you do? I don't. For some reason, I don't think Case does taxes.
Okay, yeah, this is a better question. I don't. Case for sure doesn't have a tax guy. So how did you do your taxes?
My mom does them.
Oh God.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Turn
My
his
mom
microphone
just
off.
takes
Just
care
turn it
of
off.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
The best was last year when Case got health insurance for the first time, and the questions I had to answer for Case last year were insane. He goes, so, like, I'm going to the doctor today, and he's insurance. He's like, do I have to, like, bring a check or a credit card? I'm like,
It's a glorious thing to be naive.
oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
and then I got dental coverage, and I went to the dentist, and they were like, yeah, you need extra work done. That's going to be, I think all told is going to be like $1,800 by the time I was done. I was like, well, I'm just not going to do that. And so I just haven't gone back to the dentist.
That's good. It'll probably just be more affordable in 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to get a deal on it at some point. Maybe they're running a sale.
Yeah, I'm sure if you let it go, they'll fix itself. Your
That's
teeth.
kind of been my thought.
Is your mouth just totaled? Like it's too expensive to fix? Like a car,
my
it's not
gums are
worth
kind of
it?
totaled. My gums need some help, and they hurt. Like that dentist that I went to hurt me physically, not emotionally. Emotionally, they were fine.
I'm sure you were emotionally damaged when you left there too. When you heard $1,800.
I
know,
don't think
it's
they
like-
hurt you. They probably just actually put pressure on your gums for the first time.
I know
in
she was
years.
doing stuff to my mouth that I didn't like, so I'm gonna get my gums
Amen.
fixed.
I've been there.
Just not now, but I've learned how to use insurance, and my mom still does my taxes.
Good for you.
I know, right?
Keep doing that,
I
man.
know.
Best would be hilarious if Case got audited because his mom like effed up his taxes.
Better yet, his mom is embezzling his money.
Yeah, Case goes to prison for tax fraud. That would be so funny.
Oh, God.
You and Shakira bump into her in there.
One and the same.
Amen.
Sitting there passing notes with Shakira next to the cell to each other. Hey, you're hot.
Muy caliente.
Meet me in the yard. I saw that in Shawshank Redemption. There's a yard out there.
Oh, God.
Okay, we're going to tell you exactly where each, like a tax dollar, what each cent goes to when we come back here in the fact. And you might not be happy about it. Maybe you're ecstatic about it. But we'll give you each
Is it
part.
potholes for NASCAR?
Let me look here.
Is that on there?
I don't see any pothole coverage yet, but we'll break it all down next week. Come back where your tax dollar goes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. And it's where your tax dollar goes. Now, a lot of people out there are getting ready to finish them up today because you wanted to pay at the last minute if you owed taxes. And there's always those people that get it done like January 4th because I get money back, so I want to get it done. And that's, more power to you, but I'm Captain Procrastinator. There's no way I could get it done that early, So
It's just like, it's just one appointment, Brian, and you pay someone to do it.
I know, but
Like our taxes, I'm somebody who, like, our family taxes get done really early because I don't have to do them.
I know.
I pay a guy to do it on
But
January.
they always ask for all that stuff, though, and I just can't get it in time. It's too busy. I just can't get it to
You
them.
just slam.
I just do it. So
Too important.
I'm not sure when you look at this breakdown, it's going to make you happy or not of where every cent of your one tax dollar
I can
goes.
promise you it won't off the bat.
Well, let's start like this. And Case may have a point on this being a 25-year-old guy saying like, well, I'm never going to get Social Security. I heard that when I was a kid too, and people are still getting Social Security. In fact, they just increased it lately with inflation. And good, because people need it because they have a fixed income deal. So 22 cents of every dollar goes to Social Security. So a quarter of your tax dollar almost goes to Social Security, just paying for the people.
Oh, 22 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
Okay. I go, that's just, I'm like, huh.
You thought your whole $20,000, like 22 cents. Boom.
I'm like, I can understand why they think it's going to go away.
No, so after every dollar, 22 cents go into Social Security to help the people older, the boomers, if you will. Or older than boomers, I guess. Are boomers retired? Is their age range retired?
What age is a boomer?
Oh.
What age? Are you going to Google that? Are
Boomers age. So 70 to 78.
Okay, so your time frame.
That's right. So I don't know. And there was a study a couple weeks ago that more people of any percentage of age that are going back to work are 75-year-olds.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're of an age where they should be able to retire, but I don't know if anybody retires anymore.
You know what happened to a lot of boomers? And I can speak on this because it happened to a few people in my family. The issue is that things used to be more affordable in life, obviously. And I think that when they retired, they had enough saved up, or they had like a paid off house, that they got a really long time ago that was like $20,000. But a lot of people like sold those houses because they wanted to move to like an elderly community or whatever. And they don't have enough money. Like now they're paying like insane property tax, like all these things increased.
Yeah.
And it's like, or their paid off house, the property taxes skyrocketed. It was more than their house payments used to be, like all these things. So I think that it like totally screwed them where they're like, and back to work.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you bring to the table here, sir? The guy's walking in with a friggin' walker. Well, I'm really good on social media. Like, how do you sell yourself at 75 years old,
How do you sell? That's so mean.
No, I'm just saying.
Things to offer.
Well, what I'm saying is...
But like what, though?
Oh, Case.
No, listen. I am...
Ageism.
No, I'm totally...
Yes, you are.
I'm against ageism. But I'm saying is to go to a job interview at 75 has to be like, God.
I think if you go into that job interview and you're probably doing something like...
Walmart greeter.
My grandma's husband works at Walmart, so like I'm sure like it's more that. So okay, say you're gonna work at like a fast food restaurant or something.
Yeah.
I think what you need to bring up in that scenario is like the tortoise and the hare. You gotta be like, listen, I'm not gonna be the fastest at the job, but I'm gonna do it the best. That table's gonna be clean AF.
When I get to it, eventually.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're ready to be a boomer interviewer. That's a good answer.
Right?
That's
Very
good.
tortoise and hare.
Yeah.
Like you gotta, the lessons. And he's gonna connect. Every time I go to a fast food restaurant and there's an old person there, I hear a lot of stories. They got stories, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They've
a lot of
lived.
them. They should live it. They should all work at like libraries. Because people who go to libraries love stories.
Well, the Walmart greeters, sometimes they'll stop you and want to get a conversation going.
Oh, they take that greeting seriously.
Yeah, they do. But yeah,
It's more like a meet and greet.
Hey, it's Tommy. Oh. What was it like before cars?
So he's not my grandpa, because like my grandma married him like 10 years ago. So like I'm not calling him grandpa. It's
Damn,
weird.
grandma getting it.
Okay, well, that's nice. But like so the thing with my grandma is that she's like a lot to deal with. And so she was ragging on him for not working. And I'm like, well, he's retired, grandma. And so she made him get a job. Now he works. But she's such a handful that he started to enjoy being at Walmart more than being at home.
Oh, boy.
And now she's mad about that. She's like, you're always at Walmart.
Pick a side, girl.
He's like, he loves it there.
See? Yeah. So Social Security, I guess, like I said, the same thing you think about a boomer is if they go to Jewel, they still have to pay $70 for one bag of food, too. So it's not like they get some kind of big discount, but...
Why wouldn't they get a discount if they were to Jewel? There's probably an employee discount.
No, I'm just saying as far as, like you were saying about expenses. Like, they have the same expenses we do, like you just said, and they planned this money, and it's not there anymore because it's more expensive for anybody ever in the history of Earth right now.
Like, if you're saving up for retirement, and then, during your retirement, all the prices of everything skyrocket.
Yeah.
So basically, we need like $15 million to retire.
Yeah. So other parts of the dollar... If your tax dollar, 14 cents go to Medicare, which is, I guess, also helps the older people's health insurance, right? If you don't have any health insurance, that's what you get. You go to Medicare.
Okay.
So right there, you're talking about what? 36 cents of the dollar. Other 14 cents says it goes to health of your tax dollar. I don't even know what that means because that's a tax dollar, not your own health insurance. That's going.
That sounds like a Tiffany Henyard one.
Totally.
Like health and happiness.
Like the health of the bank account of congressmen.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, oh, okay, little vague, little vague.
Super vague. 13 cents go to national defense. So missiles, planes, tanks.
How much?
13 cents. I think
that's a bargain for a tank.
per dollar. But if
good deals on those.
If 13 cents of my tax dollar goes to national defense, shouldn't I be able to rent a tank for the weekend?
No.
Why not?
Walk me through that logic, Brian.
Well, think about how long I've been
You're
paying
like,
taxes.
This is my tank.
Yeah, I own 13% of that tank, or whatever 13 cents would be on the dollar.
I don't think there's enough tanks per people in the United States. How many tanks do you think we own?
I think we have enough tanks for everybody.
You think
everybody could get a tank?
You think we got 1 million tanks in the military?
Yeah, have you seen our military budget? We got 1 million tanks.
That's a good Google. How many tanks?
That's going to get you on a watch list.
Honestly, I know. Don't do that on the work computer.
Okay. Trust me, there's a lot of other... You know what's funny is it finishes. Like, it finishes that phrase when I put, how many tanks? It says, does the United States military have?
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
This is BS. You thought we have 1 million tanks?
Yeah.
So I thought, and you probably thought more too?
No. My guess is we have, let's see, there's like 50 million.
Carry the one.
Okay. All of a sudden you become...
I'm going to say, shut up. I'm going to say 2,000 tanks.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to say.
You're pretty close.
Really?
We only have 5,500 tanks.
I don't believe that.
I've said the word tank too much. I started to lose, I can't say it again. It started to sound like taint.
According to NATO, the U.S. military has that many tanks in its arsenal. Now, we're probably not telling
they
NATO
fit
everything.
a lot of people. These aren't mini tanks.
I know.
You don't need one per person. You can put you probably put 5 people in a tank.
I think you can put, yeah.
Well, it's like a Hummer. How much can you fit in a Hummer?
Oh, that's a good stunt for the show.
No, Hummers are way more spacious than tanks. I feel like tanks are tight.
Tanks got nooks and crannies, though. Like, they got the top part and then the middle.
I mean, look at you. Do you think you could fit in a nook and a cranny? I don't think so.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Hey, we don't know what the highlight of your weekend was. Check in with us at 312-591-8300. Call and want to hear your voices on the glorious weekend, the first 80-degree day in 6 months in Chicago last weekend. Yesterday was 80 degrees.
I felt like a different person.
It was unreal.
I'm like, oh, I'm not a bitch. It was just really cold for a long time. I was a delight the whole weekend. I was the easiest person to be around.
Oh, God. But before we get there, so check in right now. We'll get you on the phones what your weekend highlight was. But Mike checked in and said you can fit about 10 to 12 soldiers in a tank.
No way.
So I was talking about your tax dollars. You had to pay taxes today. 13 cents goes to the military budget, the military defense. And I said, well, I should be able to rent a tank for the weekend if I want to because I pay the taxes on it. But then we found out we only have 5,500 tanks. I'm with Case. I thought we had 1 million. I thought we had 1 million, too.
I thought we had way more.
That's insane, you guys.
So much of our money goes towards that defense budget. I just assumed
There's
we were...
more to buy than tanks. You think that they're just buying tanks?
No, we buy a lot of missiles, too.
We got missiles. We got guns. We probably got knives. I don't know if they probably buy old school weapons, too. Bow and arrows.
You think we got machetes? Each soldier has
I watched a lot of Game of Thrones on maternity leave. I'm like, we got swords, shields, armor.
Okay, let's go to missiles for a second.
Oh, no. This is going to make me sad.
It's not that many either. It says current stockpile is about the same as tanks, about 5,044 missiles.
That's a lot of missiles.
It's not enough.
Why isn't it enough?
I mean, I'm not
How many
saying-
atomic bombs? You only need like 3 of those.
I want to say, I think it's in that same range. I want to say in my head we have about a couple thousand
There's
warheads.
no way we have thousands of atomic bombs.
We do.
They take out entire countries.
I know.
You only need, how many countries are there? That's all you need.
There's only
That's
like
an
a couple
oversupply.
hundred countries.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
How many atom bombs does
Atomic.
the U.S. have?
Say atom?
Well, nuclear. I said atom bombs, but... Oh, are you ready? Wait.
How many?
You ready for this?
Okay.
We have more atom bombs than tanks.
No. What? They take out large areas. That
I
doesn't seem
understand.
smart.
I understand how a tank works.
You don't need more than that can explode.
We have 5,244 warheads, nuclear warheads. And we only have 50, well, I guess we have 5,500 tanks. We have a few more tanks than warheads.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's where your tax money's going.
You use all those, you can't even drive the tanks. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Something that we started.
It might be the Three Amigos. Would you say I have a plethora of atomic bombs?
We have enough nuclear bombs. So
I think
total
so.
with Russia, there's 12,500. That'd be enough to destroy the Earth, obviously. That's why
What do you
we.
mean totaled with Russia?
So they have almost 6,000 nuclear warheads.
Oh.
So if we all launch
going
them,
down, baby.
yeah, it's all going. It's all gone. It's
Or
all
are we
done.
just playing like a who's bigger, like dick contest? Like, I bought another atom bomb. We don't need that many.
Honestly, that's what it was
Right?
for the last 70 years.
And I'm not saying that I'm not arguing over if we need atomic bomb. Like, I'm not taking a personal stance. I'm saying, isn't that more than there is land to explode? That's my point.
I think like they don't take out a whole country unless it's a really tiny country or one bomb.
That's not true. Like they say if like the United States got hit by an A bomb, like
Right.
it would all go away.
It wouldn't. If it hit Chicago, God forbid. Like a lot
Pick
of
a different place. New York. What would happen if it hit New York? We don't need to be an example.
All right, if ISIS is listening,
Sucks.
Albuquerque.
There's so many other places.
I know. But
No, New York. New York.
Screw New York. Even Albuquerque. Let's just get far away from us as possible.
But that's a hard thing for me to conceptualize. I don't know what Albuquerque looks like.
So the only other cities you know are New York.
It's a good one. Everyone knows what it looks like. What would happen in Central Park?
Okay, if New York got hit, we probably wouldn't have that much of an effect.
You don't think so?
I mean, maybe we'd have some. I'd cough a little bit if I went outside for a little while because the air would get bad.
There was a fire in Canada and we couldn't even play baseball here. And you think an atomic bomb would hit Albuquerque and you wouldn't see anything?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sure it'd be bad, but we'd still be living. We'd be okay. We'd live.
I don't know.
Yeah, one bomb. It would take a lot more bombs.
Really?
Is that my next Google? How many bombs would it
I
take?
swear to God, I thought one bomb would wipe out all of the. Then why does everyone freak out?
Well, because it would be bad for the area.
Because
that the
20,
bomb
30
hit.
million people would die.
Yeah.
I know, but like the odds out of all 50 states, it was pretty good odds.
So-
do you know what I'm saying? I thought it would take out the whole thing. Like we should equally be concerned. Like now, I just need to know where it's going.
So I put in how many nuclear bombs would, and then somebody finished it to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll bomb.
I would love to see the owl saying that.
So it would only take 400 atomic bombs to wipe out humanity, the 8 billion people in the
So
world.
400 to wipe out all
Yeah.
of humanity. We have 5,000 something?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a good investment. We should have got more tanks.
that's
We only needed 400. Did nobody Google it first before they bought them?
I guess, well, if they would have just done what we did right now on the air, they'd have all problems solved.
Do you think they keep them in the same place? Because that would be a bad idea, right?
The tanks or the bombs?
The bombs. Do you think they're separated? Because like
They're
that'd be
separated.
unfortunate.
They're like all over. There's like silos in like Montana, and there's like probably one over here in Streeterville. There's probably a silo.
You think so?
Yeah, I guarantee there's a silo, a nuclear missile
What
silo
does
in
silo
Streeterville.
stand for?
So the missile's underground, you know? And
There's-
it's a metal silo that holds the nuclear missile.
How do they get them out?
They just fire. They launch. They shoot up
Oh,
in
so
the
they
sky.
break the ground? That's nice.
No, the top opens up.
Oh, okay.
You won't need the ground anyway after that. But
Well, no, it's not, you're not hitting yourself.
yeah, but the
It's
top
launching somewhere.
So the
So
top-
you do need the ground.
the top opens up like a Dr.
They're
Pepper
not trying to
can.
blow up Streeterville. They were trying to blow up something else.
We could start over somewhere with Streeterville might be good.
Let's have a do-over.
All right, here we go. With your highlights of your weekend, check in with us, 312-591-8300. But we'll do Gil Curtis first with your headlines of the weekend.
This is not headline news. Today is tax day, or as Shakira calls it, Monday. Golden Bachelor couple Jerry Turner and Teresa Nist are divorcing after only 3 months of marriage. It was shocking news to some, not so shocking for the people who know the number of successful relationships to come out of the Bachelor franchise. Coachella kicked off over the weekend. It's when young people blow thousands on tickets, food, and lodging to watch bands through their phone. The white Ford Bronco O.J. Simpson was in during his infamous police chase is now in a Tennessee crime museum. Even stranger, Al Cowlings is still in the driver's seat. And CBS is ending The Talk. If you never saw The Talk, imagine an hour of opinions from celebrities who can't even get on Dancing with the Stars. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.